So the first thing is, whatever drill you use, read the instruction manual for your drill. You can be an expert carpenter, you can be an expert power tool user. Spend a few minutes and read it. Very first thing I want you to do is pay attention right up here. On this particular model, there are three numbers, 1, 2, and 3. Your drill might have 1 and 2. Your brand or model might have high and low. Using your auger, we always want to run on low speed, so we want to move that down to number 1. Number 1 is low speed, highest amount of torque or twist force, which you want for augering soil. Now this particular drill, being a DCD 130, has what's called an E-clutch. So compared to the 996, there is no clutch setting to set on this bigger drill. This drill has a built-in clutch system, so when there's enough torque reached, it kicks out automatically. And there's a little red light up here where it says E-clutch that will light up. But the important thing is pay attention to what clutch you have, make sure your battery's out, and safety as far as all your settings and slow speed. When we say a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch hex, we're referring to that size drill chuck. They are meant to go into a tightening chuck called a Jacobs chuck, like this keyless chuck here, or this keyed Jacobs chuck like this. And then you take your what's called the chuck key and you put it in this hole and you tighten it, and that's not good enough. A lot of people tighten one spot. Tighten that one, rotate it, tighten that spot, and then go back and do this one. And then you can put your chuck key back in so you don't lose it. And at this point, you can now slide your battery in and you're ready to go. The other thing you'll notice is this has a side handle as well, but unlike the 996, where it rotates around this collar, this one you have 3 choices. So you can put it on this side, you can stick it on this side. On this bigger drill with our bigger bits, I like to put it right here, straight out in line, because then as I'm augering, I can go straight down on the auger. This guy will work for small augers, all the way to big augers. Now, we're on low speed. Make sure the drill is in the forward direction. So on this one, there's an arrow right here, and it's pointing into the ground, which that is what we want. Now, when it goes to drilling, a lot of people think on one of these augers, you need to push as hard as you can into the ground. That simply is not the case. Let the auger and the drill do the work. So when I say that, what I'm doing is I kind of use a dabbing motion. You don't want this thing to screw in. So kind of an up and down motion. And if you need a bigger hole, you can just kind of ream it out. And so what I've done now is I have a hole here that is probably 4 or 5 inches. I could easily put a quart pot in here. I could easily, if I had really bad soil, I've got room now to add some compost, some peat moss, stuff like that. So a 3-inch auger, you can accomplish a 5-inch hole, a 7-inch hole very, very easily. If you have questions, feel more than free to reach out to us. Thanks everybody. Stay safe out there.